So Rich, your yellow team played their first competitive game on Monday night, a 4-1 win coming from behind. Just talk to us about that game.
Well, for the first game they played, it was a hostile environment, is probably the best way to describe it, because it's probably one of the most competitive leagues that these guys will play in. The conditions and the elements were against us. It was a windy, cold night, but I am absolutely proud to bits with the boys. The performance could only be described as heroic. To go a goal behind and bring the game back shows unbelievable character. But really it's down to the work rate of the squad. Every single player who was there is responsible for the win. And there was some outstanding performances from 2 or 3 of the players, which I'm really proud of.
Yeah, you mentioned they went a goal behind through a long range effort. It was a good strike.
Yeah.
You must be immensely proud to see your side come, because they could have let their heads drop down in the first game, but they didn't. They came back and won emphatically.
Yeah, and we spoke about this before the game, and the lads knew the league and the setup and the players that they were playing against. And what we're going to focus on again is the development. So the game plan for us was to stick to the way we play out, which is our style, our philosophy, and to stick to our style of pressing, which gets progressively harder as the game goes on. We put more pressure on opponents. So after the first 20 or 30 minutes, we were just trying to figure out what our opponents were about. But what I'm pleased is how the players adapted and got better. And they didn't back out of any challenges. It was a physical game. And as you can see from the results and the way the goals went in, minute by minute our lads just improved.
Looking at the 4 goals, looking at the first one, a long free kick and a brilliant finish by Nicholas Walker on a half volley.
Yeah, he does that in training all the time. He's a clinical striker. He only needs a 50-50 chance or a 40-60 chance, and he'll turn that into a 90% chance. He's good with both feet. He's got a great personality as well, and it shows with the way he is with the players on the training ground, how they respect him. And if he carries on like this, I think he's going to be an interesting player for our team, one that'll have huge value and input into our success.
The second goal was a brilliant footballing move. It started with the goalkeeper, pinging it out to the full-back, brought it down marvellously, had the confidence to cut back and then find Nico with another good finish. Yeah,
that was a perfect example of a team goal, and really sort of shows you what they've been doing in training, how hard and they've been working and how far they've come. So, Ramius was fantastic in goal. His distribution and his variety of distribution showed how far he's come in the 5 to 6 weeks. The defence, his confidence to actually get the ball and play like they did. I think that ball that you're talking about was played to Tyler, and it was a very difficult ball to control. He was under severe pressure, but he dealt with it very well. And the movement that you saw again from Nick and Nico was something we've spoke about in training, about building good relationships with the players around you, and they demonstrated that perfectly. They were very synchronised and well worked, and again the willingness to run behind and create chances is brilliant with our team. I think we've got some of the best strikers in that league, and then, as you said, the finish matched the whole build-up. So that praise goes to the whole team for that as well.
And then you went on in the second half and Carter scored 2 goals. The first one in particular was another superb finish.
Carter has been brilliant, and he surprised me with being able to finish the amount he did, because we haven't seen that yet in training. But what it's opened my eyes to is that his ability is fantastic in front of goal. I knew he was good on the ball. He's been asking me about his defensive positioning, which he's working on, so I'm really pleased with his development. But in terms of his finishing, that was a nice eye-opener, so I was so pleased for him. Really pleased with the celebrations for the team as well. The whole team were happy with how he'd done in that game at that exact moment, and Carter will probably go from strength to strength now after that performance, and I think it's given him some confidence as well, which I think he needed.
How is the squad cohesion and the togetherness in the yellow group, and how were they after the game on Monday night?
I think again there was a lot of nerves before the game. You could see that, and that's fine. They've been prepared well. The way we set the team up is to stick together. There will be games where it's going to be cold, wet and windy, where the opposition are loud and aggressive and physical, but we'll deal with it. We prepare in training for it. The characters we've got in the team are ready for it. The captain and the vice captain are wonderful with the team, and they help out with the team talks and the selection and the training. And it's something that we're going to build on throughout the season. The cohesion of the team all comes from the minute they arrive at training to the minute they leave. They stay together, they warm up together, they stretch. Every single minute of training, they're looking after each other. They eat together, and they cool down together. And for me, it's that continuation. You can see it in the game. They look after each other, and that's pleasing to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing that develop as well.
The Yellow and Whites came together yesterday for their first ever Bucks game, the University League. Nico got on the score sheet once again. How impressed have you been with the striker?
Again, a wonderful surprise when we saw Nico on the first day of training. He has done nothing but impress me and the other coaches. It wasn't a shock when he scored, because he scored consistently in the games he's played, and he's shown this in training from day to day for me, so there was no surprise. The coach's response from the staff that we have at i2i has been a good one. They're looking forward to seeing what else Nico can do. But like I said previously, I think the yellow team have 3 or 4 very, very good strikers that can score goals from multiple scenarios, and will go on to do really well.